Hi there, this is Mina once again and welcome to our TT Videocast. Now I know when it comes to hiding a folder, we have several different options. You can use a free folder locking software like Folder Lock, or you can even encrypt your file using the popular file compressors like 7-zip. But if using a software is not your cup of tea, then this one is for you. So in today's video we will see an impeccable way to hide folders on Windows with the help of command prompt. But before we begin, let me show you what we are aiming at. So let's just say I want to hide my secret stash. So for that I will quickly go to my System32 folder and then open up my command prompt and type in few commands which will unlock my secret folder. Then I will go inside my folder and do my business. Now once I am done, I will again open my command prompt and type in few commands to lock my folder. Now on the surface, this may look pretty simple. For instance, you can quickly hide and unhide folders with the simple commands. But the beauty of this workaround is, once you have hidden your folder, everything in it will vanish like it was never there. That is, the content of the folder will not appear in any search result and the folder size will become 0. And moreover, you cannot see the folders with the web browser itself. So in a nutshell, you are getting maximum security. So we are going to do this in 4 steps. First, we will create a folder in System32 directory. Second, we will hide it with attrib command. Third, we will change its permission with cacls command. And finally, we will make it easy to hide and unhide the folder without having to type those lengthy commands each time. Now I know some of you may ask, Mrinal, why should I follow this lengthy process? Well, I understand this video is a bit longer, but these 4 steps will ensure maximum security. And I will also be explaining little things as we move on so that we can learn how to use command prompt productively. For instance, most tutorials I have seen tell you to use only the attrib command to hide the folder. But the downside to that is, one can still see the hidden folder from the web browser. Moreover, the content of this folder will also appear in the Windows search result. While there are others who only recommend to use cacls command, which is good as it is hiding the content of the folder from the Windows search, and it also reduces the size of the folder to 0 bytes. But the problem with that is, when you click on the folder, it tells you you don't have enough permission. Now anyone with little experience can Google this error and find the solution, or even with the little common sense, they can easily unlock this folder. For instance, I see that there is a permission error. So let's go to the folder properties and see if I can figure out something. Now here everything looks fine, but if I edit the permission, I can clearly see that the current user, that is Mrinal, have been denied the permission. So let me give myself full access, and once I do that, I can easily open the folder. So now that we understand the basic, let us create something impeccable. Step 1. Create a folder in System32. So let's start by going to your Windows installation drive, which is mostly under C drive. Then go to the Windows folder and then System32. Now once you are there, create a new folder. By the way, you will have to be an admin to do that. And give it a name which doesn't look suspicious, like en-mr or something like that. But for this instance, I will start the name with a number so that it stays on the top of the list and we don't have to go looking for it. But obviously, when you are doing it, you will have to give a name that looks like a system folder. And then once you are done, move all the content that you want to hide inside this folder. Okay, now why did I choose the System32 folder? Well, there are several advantages of that. Like 1, it looks scary even to a tech-savvy person. So even if your secret folder is huge in size, like 20 GB, no one is going to come here and compare the file size of the folder. Second, any new folder that you create under this directory will not appear in the web browser, which is obviously not the case with other drives. And third, when you open CMD as an admin, which we will have to do quite often, then it will directly open the command prompt in System32 directory. So on the long run, we don't have to waste time using the cd command. But of course, you can create any folder in any directory. It is just that System32 has more advantages. Now once you are done, you are ready to proceed to step 2. Now in this step, we will hide our secret folder with attrib command. So open up your command prompt. But since we are in the Windows installation folder, we will need admin privileges to do that. Now here is a fun fact. To quickly open any program as an admin, hit the Windows key and then type the program's name, like in this case CMD, and then press Ctrl Shift plus Enter. This will quickly launch the program with admin privileges. Now type in attrib followed by the folder name, which is in this case is unhide, and then the parameters +H +R +S. You can also remember it as HRS, short for hours. Here the +H parameter is responsible for hiding the folder, similar to the hidden folder option under the folder properties. And the R parameter will make it read-only, that is, no one can modify the content. And the S parameter will set the system attribute, that is, it will hide it from the Explorer window. Now anytime you want to get it back, simply replace the plus sign with the minus. Like use the up arrow key to repeat the command and then change the sign to minus. Now once you are done, hit enter and your file will be back again. But for now, let's just hide it once again because we are going to use that in next step. Now like I said before, attrib command can only hide the folder from the Explorer, but its contents are still searchable via the Windows search. So let's change that with cacls command. When you type the cacls command on CMD, it will give you all the parameters and a warning which says cacls is now deprecated and use the icacls instead. However, I have been using this cacls command from a long time and even on my Windows 10s, it works like a charm. So don't worry about this error and you're good to go. So basically, cacls is short for access control list, which is used to change the permission via command line. So type in cacls followed by the folder name and then /e/c and /g and then %username. Here /e parameter is telling the command prompt to edit the file permission settings, and /c says continue it without doing any error, and /t will set the user for whom you want to make these changes. Now you can add a specific username here, but then if you have other users on this system, then they will able to see this folder. So instead of a specific username, we will use a global variable %username, that is whoever is the current user. Now once you are done, hit enter and this will hide everything while making the folder size 0-bit. And to get it back, you can type cacls folder name /e/c/g, then the global variable, that is username, :f. Now you can see that there is a slight change in the command, that is the /g says grant the current user full permission, that is stands for F. Once you do this, it will unhide the current folder, though you cannot still see it as it is hidden by attrib command. Also, I don't really suggest you play around with this command, because if you use the wrong parameter, then it will permanently hide your folder, and the only way to get it back is by booting from other OS and then copy the files from the pen drive. So play it safe. Now some of you may say, Mrinal, this looks awesome in theory, but in practical use, this is not feasible. For instance, first I will have to make several clicks to go to this System32 folder and then type the lengthy command line to unlock it and then repeat the same process to lock it again. And not to forget, I have to remember those commands as well. Now I understand your problem, so let's make it practical. Go to your System32 folder and copy paste the folder address to the run box and then hit enter. And as you can see, it will open the System32 folder directly. And the best part is, run box also store the history. So next time you want to access this folder, quickly do Windows+R and then use the up and down arrow key to find this folder and hit enter. This will save you some time. Now to avoid typing those long commands each time, you can create 2 batch files. So to do this, right click on your desktop and select new text document, and here copy paste the following commands. Now here echo off is telling the command prompt to do not print anything on the screen, and rest is what we have used before. The first part is the attrib command, which is telling the CMD to hide the folder, and the double ampersand sign means only when the first command is executed go for the second one, and then we are using the cacls command like we have used before. Now make sure you have replaced the folder names from yours and then save this file as log.bat while making sure that the file type is all files. Now repeat the same process for the unlock file, that is open up the text document and paste the following code. Now the one thing that is difference in this one from the before is that we are applying the cacls command in the first place and then the attrib command. Well, this is because once you have changed the file permission with the cacls command, we need to revert the changes first. That is, we will have to first grant the current user the permission to access this file, and only then he will have the power to unhide it with the attrib command. Now again, save this file as unlock.bat and the file type as all, and then move both of these folders to system32 directory. Obviously you will need the admin privileges again, and this is all. Now whenever you have to open the folder, hit the Windows R key and you go to the system32 folder. Now look for the unlock.bat and run it as an administrator. This will open the hidden folder, and now you can do your business, and once you are done, click on the log.bat and it will hide the folder for you. Well, this is all for now. This was a small technique that I was using from a long time to hide my folders on Windows computer. Obviously, this is just an overview. You can modify it according to your style by adding few other combinations of commands and moving the folders here and there. Overall, I hope you learned something new today, and as promised, I will push few more videos on CMD tutorials. So this is all for now. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and like always, thanks for watching.